Good morning, guys. Just doing a quick little video. Somebody asked me to compare the Street Tanto to the 229 Tanto. And of course, my configuration is the micarta inlay on one side, titanium on both. This would be the flipper. And this is the Street Tanto that I bought the titanium scales for. So in hand, this one is pretty decent. I like the way it feels. It's a good knife, definitely. As far as when I'm choked up on the blade, that's about what the space you have left in the handle. When you look at this one, it's pretty comfortable and it's pretty there. There's just no, there's even a little space left. And it's decent. It's a really good knife. And in that video, I kind of made it sound bad. It's still a good knife, you know. I just think that the materials you get right off the bat aren't that great as far as the micarta. But if you keep upgrading this, I think in the end, it's probably gonna be a good deal if you keep upgrading. Considering this is just under 400 bucks to get full titanium and a really good steel. This I'm sitting at about 260, and I've got liners of stainless steel, but I've got a titanium scales and a good steel up front. But for another $30, I can get titanium hardware, and then I'll have the hardware in titanium, scales in titanium, the backspacer. They haven't released the backspacer switch out or a clip switch out, but I'm guessing once they do, all in, this knife may come towards 400 bucks. And then it's going to be a full titanium except for the liners, but still, I think it's not going to be the ideal build, but it's going to be a beautiful build, and it's going to be, I think it'll balance out to where it's pretty decent, but I just don't think in the very beginning you're coming out good with micarta and stainless steel. But I think if you keep adding on to it and like upgrading it as you go, which is cool because it gives you the option to start cheap and then you work your way up to a full titanium knife from a really good knife maker, which isn't a bad thing in the long run. I just don't like the beginning price of it. I think it's a little high, but he's being pretty decent on all the extras to add to it to make it a full titanium knife. Like the hardware is 30 bucks for all titanium. And like I said, he hasn't released the clip yet, and he hasn't released the backspacer, which would be making this a full titanium knife, which would be pretty cool except for the liners, which is not bad. But there you go. Somebody just wanted to see a difference between how they look in the hand and how much space is on the grip. And even though this is a bigger knife, yeah, you have all that extra space that you're really not using compared to this, where it's kind of just it's perfect for a decent sized hand. My hands would be considered, I have longer fingers, but I have thinner hands. I usually take a size medium glove because it fits me, but my fingers do tend to be just a little bit too long sometimes for medium gloves. But the larges are there's too much space in a large glove, so I always end up buying either fingerless gloves or medium gloves, kind of an odd set. But so the width and growth of my hand, I guess, would be a medium, but the fingers are long, so I'm more of a large, but I end up always with medium gloves or fingerless gloves, to give you an idea of the size of my hand. And that's how it fits on the blade or on the knife. So two different knives by far in two different sizes. This one's obviously bigger than this one, but they both fit in the hand relatively good and almost the same. It's just, I think they're both great knives. I just think that when I made that other video, I just think starting off, this is a little expensive, but I think in the end, when it's all said and done and you've replaced it, if you've upgraded it all the way, it probably will even out to pretty decent. But there you go, guys. Those are Chaves knives. This is the Street Tanto, and this is the 229. And that's going to be it. Take it easy, guys.